to Recipes Galore. Today we are making some quiche, and I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are. You're going to need about a third a cup of chopped green onions. I would say maybe 2 to 3 stalks will give you a third a cup of chopped green onions. You're going to need a third a cup of chopped red and orange bell peppers. Can you see those colors? Chopped red, or there's a third a cup of chopped red and green bell peppers. And you're going to need about a half of a ham steak. That's what I have here. Or if you go to the deli and you buy the ham, just the sliced ham, just chop it. So whatever is convenient for you. But that's what I have in here is a chopped ham steak. And 1 cup of fresh spinach chopped. You can use the frozen spinach if you have it, but thaw it out and drain it real good because it has a lot of water in it and it will make your quiche very, very soggy. And you're also going to need some Gruyere cheese and some pepper jack cheese. Now these are, I have grated them both into this. You need between 1.5 cups to 2 cups of cheese. And what I did was I ground them both, I shredded them both and just mixed them together so that I will have the right amount that I like. And you're going to need a pie crust. I just bought one out of the grocer's freezer. If you know how to make pie crust, great for you. But the easy, quick way is to just go buy a pie crust already made. And you're going to need 5 eggs. I like mine at room temperature. You don't have to have it at room temperature, but I like mine at room temperature. And you're going to need about a tablespoon of butter because we're going to saute our vegetables and meat, and some seasoning. Now, I like, if y'all know me, I like Slap Your Mama. That's my go-to seasoning for my egg dishes. But you can use some salt and pepper. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt our butter in our skillet. Whoops, wrong guy. Turn that on. We're going to saute our vegetables and our ham in the skillet. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of butter in here and let it kind of melt. And then I'm going to add my 1/3 cup of onions and my 1/3 cup of red and orange bell peppers. I'm going to add my 1 cup of ham and I am going to add my spinach, my 1 cup of chopped spinach, and I'm going to saute it. Let me turn this stove up a little bit. I'm gonna get this moving a little bit, and then I'll let you see what I have in my pot, what we're doing. See what I have in my pot? All the colors, beautiful colors. Now, I'm gonna let this cook. There we go. Now, while that is cooking, I'm going to do my eggs and my heavy whipping cream. Now, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm not sure if I gave you that ingredient or not, but you're gonna need 3/4 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now, let me stir this because I hear it sizzling. So we're we're going to stir this up and get it to cooking. We just want to saute it. We don't want it to get fully cooked because it's going to cook in the oven. Now, I'm going to add my favorite spice. I'm going to add some of my favorite spice. Now, this is Cajun seasoning. And since it's going to season my whole pot of vegetables and my whole quiche, I'm going to mix this up real good. Let me show you what I have in my pan, in my pot, my bowl, should I say. I'm going to finish, stir this up right quick. To show you all what I have in my pot. Can you see that? All those beautiful colors. Everything has cooked down. And we're going to put it into our crust in just a second. Get a few more minutes while I continue to, let me put this down, mix up my egg mixture. Our eggs are done. Let me set that there. Let me show you what I have. There we go. We are almost done. That was quick, simple, and easy. Now, we're going to take our pie shell and we're going to pour the vegetables into the pie shell. Get all of them in there. Okay, now spread that out in the bottom of our pan. And then we're going to add our cheese. I am going to put our cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of the vegetable mixture. Now let me spread the rest of this on here. Now this was 2 cups of cheese, 1.5 to 2 cups of cheese. Depends on your liking of cheese. And now, let me stir this so I can get all the seasoning off the bottom before I pour it over there, or else it's going to all come out in one big clump. And now I'm going to pour it over our mixture into our pie shell. There we go. Just a tip, you might want to get a deep dish pie shell. If you're buying a pie shell, you might want to get a deep dish pie shell because it is filled all the way to the top. And then when you put it in the oven, the eggs are going to rise up, and when you take it out, they're going to come back. It's going to settle back down. But you might want to get a deep dish pie shell so that you won't run over. I would also advise you to put a pan with some water in it. Let me grab one because that's what I'm going to do so that you won't mess up your oven. I'm going to put some water in this pan. I don't want to blind you with the glare, but I'm going to put some water in this pan and put it on the bottom shelf. And I'm going to put my quiche on the top shelf. So that way it'll help it to cook evenly. And if it drips over, it will hit the pan and it won't make a mess in your oven. Just so you know. We are done. And I'm just going to put this in the oven and I'm going to cook it for about 35 to 40 minutes on 350 degrees. And then I'm going to test it to see if it's done. test it. You stick a toothpick in, just like you do a cake. Stick a toothpick in. If it comes out runny, it's not done. Put it back in at 5-minute increments until it's done. You can find this recipe and other recipes on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/AskTheNanny. While you're there, subscribe, like, and comment. If you have any suggestions or you have anything that you would like for me to cook live, then leave them in the comments. I am more than happy to create it. That's what last week's salted caramel apple cheesecake was about. I had a request for apple pie and a cheesecake. And y'all know me, I like to experiment. So I put them together and we came up with the salted caramel apple cheesecake. I keep saying that backwards. Okay, thanks again for coming and watching me on Recipes Galore. I'll see you all next time.